Thank you. Yeah, any questions on that? Oh, okay. Well, first of all, last year, I talked about the Texas Space Alliance. I want to let you know that's going really well. We're doing a lot of good work in Texas. Have handed the job of president of that organization off to Bob Lancaster. He's doing great. He looks more the part than me. He's Air Force, just back from Afghanistan, all that good stuff. They love him in Perryville, Austin. And, but there'll be a lot coming up, and you'll hear a lot about that. Now, this is a project I've been working on, wanting to do for many, many years. This is my passion project, my dharma, as they would call it, whatever. And what's been occurring to me is, having been in the field a while, watching what's gone on, how we are, who we are, what we're about, the state of the world, the state of the culture, society, everything, and just trying to put it all together and figure out what's the next needed step here. This is sort of what we came up with. The Earthlight Institute. Now, here's what's gone on with us. As an industry, well, let me ask you this. How many people in the audience got into this field based on a sound, technical, financial, and rational decision? You're lying, and you're lying, and you're lying. Everybody else is honest. That's a good percentage. Yeah, we're not here because it's, going to make us a ton of money. You know the joke, if you want to be a millionaire in space, start with $1 billion. We are here, you're second generation, I can tell, third generation. We are here because we have a dream, because we believe in something, because we have a passion about something, because internally we have some sort of calling. We believe in something. Now, what we've done, though, is we're almost embarrassed culturally to tell people about that. You're at the cocktail party. What do you do? Well, I'm in space. Can you get me an apartment? Oh, no, I'm actually in space, and I fly rockets. And oh, really? Why do you do that? Well, because, it's engineering and it's cool. And underneath, you're like, no, it's destiny. It's human destiny. All right, you know that. You guys all know that. That's why you're in this room. Especially this room. What we do, though, is we have a tendency to focus on the latest technical gizmo. I literally see us, like, I live in Texas, now, I'm back in Texas, and I see us like the kids at the Dairy Queen parking lot on Saturday night, checking out the hot rods as they roll in. It's like, yo, man, Elon just rolled in. Look at that son of a bitch. That thing will do 0 to 60 like you would not believe. I mean, it is just, that's it. Well, we're techno geeks. We love it. We get in there. We talk about the latest technologies. And what we're doing, and of course, we fight against the bad guys, the Senate launch system, all those other people who are trying to ruin our technologies with their technologies, et cetera, et cetera. In the meantime, we get characterized by the media, by the culture that the world that's out there that doesn't understand us, doesn't get us, doesn't know what we're all about in here, what we're really doing. So this is a billionaire's play toy, all right? And the armadillo and the Maston, some techno geeks building some stuff, all right? It's rich boys and their toys. No, it's not. We know it's not. It's about something much bigger. It's about the fact that we're somewhere in that little tiny dot on a microscopic level of existence at the beginning of something that is incredible. What we are engaged in, ladies and gentlemen, is epic. Epic. Yes, we're paying the bills. We're trying to figure out how to pay the bills and make you a little money, my friend. We're trying to get that all going right now. And we're doing whatever we can to pay those bills. And if you look at any frontier at the beginning, it's a little tiny bit messy, okay? Everybody doesn't move to the frontier and walk into the Hyatt, all right? You're living in sod roof things, you're, outhouses, whatever. We're starting where we have to start. We are making money where we have to start. At this point in our culture, it turns out that demographically what's available to us is a set of people that have way too much money to spend. And by the way, a bunch of kids who rolled around in school, studied in school, rolled around when they graduated and came back to do the thing that they were passionate about, that kept them in school in the first place, which was space. Bill Gates and all these guys, they stayed in school because they were watching Apollo and the shuttle and Captain Kirk get the babes and Han Solo or whatever. There's not an accident that the vehicle is called a Falcon. All right? These people are in it because they share the dream. So Earthlight is about that. The term Earthlight, by the way, comes from a story that John Young told me a long time ago about the fact that when you're on the moon and the Earth is above you and the sun is down, it's bathed in a beautiful blue-green light. It occurred to me that that blue-green light would be unique, spectrally speaking, of light bouncing off of a planet like the Earth from a G-class star like our own. It would be unique in character. Our goal is to carry the light of this planet to worlds now dead. We are here. O'Neill was here, Tsiolkovsky, von Braun, all of them believed in the dream we have, and that was the goal that they gave us, the legacy that we're building on. The goal isn't to build the newest armadillo. The goal is to go here. The goal isn't to build the newest Falcon. The goal is to go here. The goal isn't to build the newest Maston. The goal is to go here. That's what we're about. Robert Heinlein said 100 miles up and you're halfway to anywhere. You guys are taking care of the 100 miles. We're going to focus on the anywhere. That's what Earthlight is about. Our job starts beyond LEO. The Earthlight Institute is based on building vision, community, credible, and critical technology paths. In other words, we want to put out a vision that shows a future that people can aspire to, hope for, live into, desire, want, create. And it has to be credible, technically, engineeringly credible. We're not in the world of sci-fi, although we'll welcome those people and we love them. They inspired us. We have an endowment. We're looking at different ways of doing things. We're enabling the development of critical path. That was a term that came from SSI, came from Jerry O'Neill, who was my boss many years ago. And the idea is to communicate a credible vision. Some of the old timers are starting to go, you know what, I remember a time when the space movement was like that. It was post-Apollo, before the shuttle flew. It was going to fly 50 times. We were going to be at L5 by 95. There was a renaissance in the space field, an anticipation, art, science, architecture. Everything came together. It was an exciting time. The conferences were insane. And it was just a good time to be around this movement. We are going to recreate that, including the insane conferences, with any luck. One of the things we're doing is the Space Development Matrix. This is the side of credibility. The Space Development Matrix, imagine a three-dimensional portal that you go through. And yes, we do owe the name Encyclopedia Galactica. We got it. You go in and you read in. You go into the encyclopedia and you start studying as to what's been done. It's a three-dimensional matrix informing us as to what's been done in space development and what needs to be done. It's a checklist. It's a wiki, however you want to call it.